So now we're at the,
Yeah, now
crossing the channel.
we're crossing the channel. We got over here and we landed at Omaha Beach. And the boat was run on a sandbar out, I suppose, close to 100 yards or quite a ways from the beach. But the tide was going out, and the Englishman was running the boat. He wanted us to drive off of there, but the end gate on that thing went right straight down. It was about 10 foot long.
So you were about 10 feet at least.
Yeah, because the boat kind of went up on the sandbar.
Oh, yeah.
But there was an American pushing barbed wire and them steel crossbucks. They had to stop.
Yeah.
Pushing him up in a pile there, and he followed the tide out with his bulldozer and come up right side of our boat and pushed dirt under the tail, the end gate.
Yeah.
And I drove off about
So
6.
it lifted up enough you could drive off?
I drove off about 6 inches of mud.
Yeah.
But one of my buddies was in another truck over to the side on another boat, and he had to stand up in the cab, and he was wet clear above his knees.
Oh my goodness. What was his name? You told me his name before.
Yeah, Bill Stadler, William Stadler.
William Statler, okay. And he was just in another
another boat.
Another boat coming in.
Yeah.
So in the boat you came in, you were the half-track at the front.
Yeah.
And then what was behind you?
I think there was 3 6x, GMC 6x.
Okay, so those are trucks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
Wow.
was all loaded with parts and all.
Oh,
that
yeah,
kind of stuff
okay.
there.
So this is a pretty long,
Yeah, it's
a
a
boat,
pretty sized boat.
huh?
I think there was, I'm pretty sure there was 3 trucks
Okay.
on there.
Now, do you remember when you got to the shore, was there any evidence of what had happened on
yeah.
the day?
Yeah, you could see what little buildings it was there up on the hill. I remember there was probably been a bunker of some kind, and they blew it all to pieces. And but I couldn't see much evidence as far as people being wounded or anything there.
Yeah.
We went on. Some of the guys said that went down to the other, that went into Utah Beach. They'd come in late with that little light tank.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They got in some kind of rough stuff down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But where we was, I don't remember seeing any dead people. or
Okay,
anything
so it
there.
had been cleaned up already.
Yeah.
But now, you said that to one side and another side were some cliffs, but where you landed, it wasn't,
Yeah,
it was just
when we
beach,
landed, it was just a sand beach, went right up.
and it angled up, right?
Yeah, quite a hill, but on each side you could see there was.
So they would just drive the equipment right up over the sand beach?
Yeah, we went just, when we hit land, we just put the old pedal to the metal and went right up that sandbank and out on the high ground.
That's great.
It was quite an experience because you didn't know what was ahead of you really.
Yeah,
And landing on France where you knew that the enemy wasn't too far away.
right. Yeah, boy, that's true. So where'd you go from the beach? You went in a ways.
Yeah, we didn't hear. I can't see it. Probably that
Okay.
side of that light there. But
There's Omaha Beach,
yeah.
and then St. Lo is down here.
Yeah, it was here a little while. We kind of moved a couple of times here, and then we was fairly close to St. Lo.
Okay,
But when we come to St. Lo, we went past it, right through it, because they'd had it all bombed out before us.
now you were saying, you remember one of the nights they were flying over and bombing St. Lo,
Yeah, in the daytime.
the Americans were.
Yeah,
Oh, in the daytime, okay. And there were
Yes.
squads of 50?
yeah, 50 in a group, them planes would go over, just one right after the other.
Wow,
We was close enough to hear it,
yeah.
some of the bombing.
And then when you went through St. Lo, it was all demolished.
Yeah,
then,
it was
wasn't
just a wreck. But
Now talk about the hedgerows
yeah, well,
and the
Before-
what they call the cutters or something.
yeah. Before we got to before we got to St. Lo, this is all hedgerows down in near these farmland, and that was their fences and they divided their fields.
Okay. And then were they tall?
They was about probably 4 or 5 feet high. The
Okay.
brush and the rocks at least 3 feet high.
Okay. And then, so they would put the rocks from the field probably,
Yeah.
because it was a stony
Yeah.
place, right?
Yeah, it must have been stony because they had. That's all around their fields was some rock
Okay.
fences.
So what was, some American somewhere invented the idea of putting these on the front
Yeah.
of tanks?
We used the steel that Hitler had down on the beach to make them crossbucks.
So he had these steel, like I-beams almost?
Well, there's, I think about a 4x4 angle iron,
Okay. And then barbed wire was
all wrapped
around it.
Yeah.
And that was to slow people
so
coming
you
in.
couldn't come around
Yeah.
in there.
So you actually used his steel
Yeah,
to do these hedgerow things.
yeah, that's it. And
So would they sharpen the ends or something?
yeah, they point the ends of them. See, there's this flat piece, and then a piece goes up your angle iron. They cut an angle off the top, so that there's just like a spear.
Oh, wow. And then you welded them onto the fronts?
Yeah, onto the front of them tanks.
So that must have taken up a good portion of your time doing that for the first few days.
Yeah, while we was there, the welders was going just steady.
Yeah, I
Just
bet.
Steady, and cutting the pieces, and other guys that we was holding them in place and some
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
But,
But they worked, right?
oh, they really worked.
What did it look like when they'd go through?
The stones and brush would just fly.
Did they have to hit it with some speed in order
Oh
to?
yeah, they
Okay.
hit it. It sounded like the tank was wide open when they hit it.
Now you said that there was a difference between the M4 and the M5.
Yeah, the N5 was a lighter. That was automatic transmission.
Okay, and it was automatic, but the M4 was not automatic.
No, it was a shift deal.
So, and it was heavier.
Yeah.
So when he would hit the M4 would hit the hedgerow,
Yeah,
he'd have to downshift, wouldn't he?
yeah, because he'd hit that seat probably. I don't know what gear. It's probably second gear or something, and then you'd have to shift down to go on.
Oh yeah,
But the M5 would automatically
do
shift.
it automatic, yeah.
Because the guy demonstrated that to us after we welded one on,
Ah, okay.
and it really worked.
Wow,
Man, the stones and brush just flew.
wow. So what was a better tank then, the M4 or the M5 in the
Well,
long
depending on
run?
what they used it for.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
the M4 had a bigger gun on it.
Ah,
it was more
okay.
powerful.
Right.
And the M5 was a lighter tank with a lighter gun. I think the M5 only had a 37 millimeter. I'm not sure of that.
Yeah,
But the other one had a bigger gun.
bigger gun.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was made to fight the other tanks.
Oh, okay.
Tanks with,
Yeah.
or whatever they needed for. Use it like artillery or whatever.
So when you got the half track up the hill and you're staying over for the night, you were in a apple orchard or something? Some
That's
kind of
what I
orchard?
remember. Right, was there's apple tree right by the back of the I backed it part up under this and then put a camouflage over it.
Yeah, you all had to have the nets over you,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the weather was good enough you could sleep out
Yeah, well, we slept under the tank.
under the, yeah.
Yeah, because they showed threw so much anti-aircraft up that it was just raining that pieces of shrapnel down on them.
So the Allied forces were shooting anti-aircraft.
Yeah, at the German
At
planes.
oh.
To keep them up above
Now,
us.
now did the German planes get close at that point?
Not then. No,
Not
they
then.
didn't. No, because they just had a barrage of anti-aircraft. It's just like what you see Fourth of July
Oh,
celebration.
yeah. Wow.
But,
Now, where were they shooting that from? The boats? I wonder?
Yeah, well, they had aircraft all around
All on
us.
all around you,
Yeah.
okay.
Because artillery would shoot a turn
Okay.
for any kind of 90 millimeter and something like that. But we didn't have anything for a while to match the 88,
The German one,
Yeah.
okay.
because they could use that for artillery or turn it right up for any
Oh, okay.
aircraft. Or
They could
whatever.
use it for both.
Yeah,
Wow.
we finally got ours developed.
So what, did you see very many French people at that time?
Not then, they was pretty well vanished till we got in farther. Because the battles was pretty hot right there.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
On the beach. And they had all vanished.
Now, one of the people in the outfit remembered there was a French boy that he looked maybe 14 or so, that followed the crew
Yeah,
all the way through, but you didn't remember him.
I don't remember that boy.
Yeah. They
It
had a-
seemed, he may have got, it was in Holland when I come back on furlough. But he must have been, if he's French, he must have been with them before that.
for a long time, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So once you get past St. Lo,
Yeah, we went through these little places up through here.
yeah,
And,
you want the map here,
yeah,
the light, I mean? I
you
forget
see,
what
see where them are?
yeah, I don't remember what that one says. Late August of 44.
Yeah, that's Paris.
Oh, yes, right.
See, we was outside of Paris.
Yeah,
But I was in Paris, went in Paris to one afternoon or the night, I think it was.
Yeah. but not during the parade, right?
No, no,
you,
no.
you were mechanics, not marchers, right?
That's for
what
sure.
they said.
But then we made a long drive from there,
Okay.
here up into Belgium.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was a long trail.
Now, when you're going up there through Belgium and then finally to Holland, this is close to the Battle of the Bulge time then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, well, see this? See that Aachen right there?
Yeah, yeah.
That's in Germany.
Right, yes.
And we was 5 miles from that.
Okay,